If you ever thought about getting a successful mentor or coach, and you actually want me, Spectacular Smith, to actually coach you and become your mentor, I'm actually so excited about releasing my online school, Spectacular Academy, where I'm actually going to teach you live once a month different skill sets that's actually going to help you change your life for the better. Transformational information that I'm going to give you guys access to. I have a formula to success that every single company that I ever touched turned into gold. And I have over 14 companies, okay? And all of them have the same type of success. So I want to teach you everything that the school system should have taught you. You know, everything that I know and how I built these fast-growing companies and these award-winning companies, and show you real curriculums that I'm going to break down, and you're going to have access to me. I'm going to be live in the chat rooms. I'm going to be live in the Facebook groups and personal communities that I'm going to give you guys access to of like-minded entrepreneurs. So you're not by yourself on this mission. Not only you have me as a coach and a mentor, but you actually have your peer-to-peer people that's going to push you and root for you on the way to the top. Guys that's on the same exact wavelength that you are on and want the same exact results. Because my game plan is to change the way the school systems teach and teach you the things that need to make an impact in your life. Things that's going to be a high-ticket skill that you can use forever, where you don't never have to worry about going broke or not eating at night, because once you learn how to market and brand yourself, then you can eat for a lifetime. You get access to my team and everything. If you want to go to my free training just to get a sample of the things that's going to be in my program, you can actually go to specmentorme.com, or I'm going to put it in the bio. Only take a certain amount of people every single month. So reserve your seat and do not procrastinate, because you might just miss out. Now let's get to the podcast. What's up, everybody? This is Spectacular Smith, and welcome to the Spectacular Experience.
We got a special guest in the building who has transcended hip hop and has moved on to so many other things. Still making money, making moves. Make some noise from formerly of the band Pretty Ricky, Spectacular.
Yay! Come on in.
What's up, dog?
Yo.
How are you?
We go around the table.
Yeah.
I'll wave.
All right.
I don't want to make you reach over everything.
Yeah. What's up?
Y'all still like Pretty Ricky is still going strong though, right?
Yeah. We just got off the second highest grossing tour of the year.
Millennium Tour.
Yeah, Millennial Tour.
Man.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so mad I didn't go on the first run. Like I was hyped for that shit.
Well, we're doing the second one. It's going out in February. So the end of February, we do a Millennial Tour 2020. So we coming to take over the world a second time.
Man, that's exciting, bro.
With no Raspy mucking it up. That's a joke, Raspy.
Raspy, if you ever want to come on the No Chase podcast, let me know, dog. All right, well, what's up, bro? Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for coming through.
All love.
We met on some random shit. I did a video with this millionaire motivational speaker. This guy named Dan Locke, and then Dan Locke was in LA, and he was like, "Yo, I'm having a little thing at the Magic Castle in Hollywood. If you want to come watch some magic." I was like, "Sure, yeah." I pulled up. Magic Castle's real strict with the dress code. You got to wear like a suit and tie, and you know what I'm saying. It's a whole thing. You go to dinner and then you watch some magic. All right. I got there. He was like, he introduced me. He was like, introduced me to this dude. I didn't know who he was. He was like, Spec, nice to meet you. I was like, Spec. I was like, Spectacular. I was like,
the name.
I was like, not. I was like, you not Spectacular, Pretty Ricky Spectacular. He was like, yeah, that's me. I was like, what? What's up, bro?
Yeah.
I was like, how do you? First of all, why were you there?
Yeah. So Dan Locke, he's someone who's killing it right now, and he's just one of my friends that we were building a relationship with, and he was having this for the influencers, one event where he basically helped influencers scale up their programs, because I released the academy because I just feel like the school systems and everything right now, with the way the schools are right now, is teaching people how to be the best employee they can be versus having a skill set where you can build your own wealth and be able to build your own empire to pass it down and create generational wealth. So once I realized that, I started creating my academy, and I seen him doing the same thing, Dan Locke, and he invited me out. It's like, listen, this is to help you scale that, because he's already scaling his. And I was just like, you know what? Let me come out, let me support. And yeah, he did the dinner afterwards. He did like a 2-day event, and yeah, it was pretty powerful. He's dope at what he does.
Tell me more about this academy, bro. What's this about?
Yeah, so like I said, throughout my whole childhood of high school and middle school, like I didn't learn nothing. I'm pretty sure it's probably the same thing for
I don't
y'all.
remember shit.
Right.
Cool.
They don't teach you anything that you can possibly go and learn and implement into the real world
Right.
once you get out of school.
If anything, they train you to memorize shit for a week, regurgitate it out, and then you forget it.
Yeah.
Johnny Appleseed and
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus and the presidents of the United States. Like, I don't care about none of that. None of that is going to help me. Teach me my credit. You know, how to build my credit, teach me how to do my taxes, teach me how to deal with people, leadership, teach me things that's going to actually help me take myself to the next level. Teach me different skill sets that you can actually take anything that you touch and make it turn into gold. So that's when I realized that after I was in a position to make it happen, a lot of people just talk. I'm not a talker. Like, I stay quiet, I do my thing, and when you see it, you see it.
Yeah.
And when you see it, it's gonna be right. So once I understood that, I started putting myself in position to have everything that I felt like an entrepreneur MBA should be like. I implemented it into my own program. I made my own entrepreneur MBA, and I created my own online school, and I'm teaching the way that I feel like the school should be teaching. So I had all my millionaire colleagues, you know, guys who's doing 7, 8, 9 figures in their business, all to come and teach in my school. So if you made millions off of credit, I had you teach credit in my program. If you made millions off of sales, I had you come teach sales in my program. If you know how to deal with different personality types and actually help people deal with people better, leadership, you know, you have over 2,000 agents in your business. Teach my students how to do that for themselves so they can create their own business to scale it up and take it from that 6 figures to 7 figures. Or if you don't have any business at all, we have a part where it's called Business in a Box, where we teach you all the way from mindset, you know, personal purging, where you actually purge the things that have negative impact in your life and things that's bringing you back. Because people want to start businesses and they feel like, damn, this is not working. But in reality, it's the people they have around them. It's the things that's drawing that negativity to them, and we teach them to purge, and it's a bunch of stuff, but it's a whole curriculum. It's basically 8-week curriculum.
That's dope.
And we teaching on everything: marketing, branding, sales, leadership,
Man,
anything you can name.
That's so good, because I always talk about how, like, once you get into the real world, right? It's so much shit that no one taught you that you just expected to either know or figure out.
The deepest they went was teaching you how to balance a check.
That was it.
That's it.
That was it. And you don't even use that anymore because everything's on the Bank of America app anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's like, when I got older, I fucked my credit up on accident. I didn't even know how, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't realize what certain things was doing, right? Like, I opened up a Macy's credit card because they was like, you want to open it? I was like, sure, right? And I think I had like $3 left on the card that I wasn't paying off. And then I kept getting like notifications and letters about it. I was like, it's $3. Who cares, right? Not knowing that every time I didn't pay, it was fucking my credit up. I had no idea.
Yeah, and what's crazy, I just paid off my car. So I just paid off my car. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to not have that payment anymore because I got rid of a job. But I knew, because I've been doing my own research, is that once it's paid off, my credit is going to drop.
Yeah.
I got hit 12 points. And I could tell you, if I didn't know that I was already preparing for it, I could only imagine being like, why?
Yeah, no, I was definitely one of those. I paid off a credit card and closed it. I was like, let me do that. And I was like,
Yeah.
I had good credit before I did that. I thought paying it off was going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, God damn it. Yeah.
And then you talk to people older than you that are learning with you about things like credit and balance transfers and just all these different things. And now you got people online telling you how you can have 60 credit cards, you could travel the world, and this is how you manage benefits.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
But you know what's crazy about that? This topic we're talking about, literally all they had to do is take an hour worth of their time out of the whole year or out of the whole 12 years of going of schooling or however long you go to school and teach an hour worth of this in just an hour. Because my modules for this is literally probably like, I would say 45 minutes to an hour, and you'll walk away with $40,000 worth of credit. Lines of credit, not only to start your business, personal credit, they teach you how to manipulate basically points to make sure you can even pay so you don't even have to pay for your own mortgage. You don't have to pay for, gas, like the regular things that you pay for. We teach you how to like not even worry about that. And then the people who don't have the money up front, we actually have financing for them. So you don't even have to worry about it. We could approve you up to $10,000 in financing. And by the time you get to our second module with the credit, you pretty much pay for it within just the credit modules within itself. I have over 864 students right now.
That's tight.
And we're not even halfway through the year. Like we're only like 6 months in.
Before we go too deep in it, what's the name of this?
It's called Spectacular Academy.
So how does one go from Grind on Me being one of the biggest like hip hop boy bands in the game to here's an academy to learn how to build your credit? You know what I'm saying? How did that happen?
Yeah, it really all started from me actually being on tour in 2009 and realizing that I could make money off of social media. Like I've always been a hustler since day one. I was in 6th grade, selling candy.
Same.
$2,000 a week, and I had 10 people working for me.
I mean, I wasn't making $2,000.
Not the same. What kind of candy was this?
What? You had 10 employees?
It's Candy Cova crack.
I used to say this some dope ass M&M's.
Right. Yeah, damn.
But yeah, so ever since then, I was always an entrepreneur at heart. Like I always see my mama hustling. I see my dad hustling. My dad had his own store. My mom was selling Avon crystals. So I was always seeing my parents always hustling. So I felt like that rubbed off on me. I don't know. I don't know if it's a genetic thing. I don't really know. But even on tour and on the road, my first love was always business.
Yeah.
Right. And it's messed up. I went to school and the only thing I learned in business is how to type, but I ain't going to go there. But when I actually was on tour, I got a call from a guy named Matty J saying, hey, I can make some money off of tweeting. It was a company called My Likes. Okay. So at the time I was just figuring out a way I can grow a massive following as quick as possible. And what I realized was I can take the identity of these different celebrities, so Cat Williams, Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart, whoever was hot at the time, and I can create parody accounts with their pages. And once I did that, the pages was growing exponentially fast. Like it was going crazy. Like it was just like I'll have a 1,000 followers, and a week later I have 20,000 followers. Right. Instead started growing. So I was like, all right, cool. Because I was a celebrity at the time, but my brain could only go so fast, right? Nobody wants to follow 20 spectacular pages. So I had to basically horizontally scale the business. And once I did that, I started monetizing, selling ads against traffic with My Likes, the platform. So I became top 5 in advertising dollars on the whole platform. It was over 100 million users at the time. And from that, I realized that, damn, I'm making pretty much thousands of dollars every single day. Yeah. And I was like, well, how can I do this for other people? I was doing it for myself for parody accounts. Created the Grumpy Cat and made that go viral.
Oh, you made that?
Yeah, I made Grumpy Cat and
wow.
So now it's
rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. One of the number one. Well, it's the most famous animal on the planet.
Right.
Yeah.
$100 million net worth. So from that, I actually transitioned from that, saying like, all right, it took me several years to gain 6 million followers, and I'm making thousands a day off of it. How can I not only scale that up even more, but even on top of that, how can I help other individuals? So I was like, well, shit, you got guys with 5 million followers, 6 million followers, 8 million followers already. They don't know what the hell they doing. So I started going to these celebrities. And I was like, well, listen, you have all these followers. I know how to monetize. Let me help you. You've been putting in all this work for all these years. You had a hit since 2004. Like your bank account flatline. Like, how can I help you do what I know how to do and let me go ahead and take it to the next level? And once I realized that, I started having these guys making $20,000 a month, $60,000 a month. Guy named Mighty Duck. He was 21 years old at the time.
Oh, official Mighty Duck.
Yeah. Mighty Duck. He cracked $400,000 with me, you know, in a year. Like, so all these guys, Jay Holiday, $20,000 a month, like, you know, guys who haven't had a hit in a while, now they have residual based on the efforts that they put in a decade ago. Right. And then it got deeper. I was like, all right, cool. I'll make somebody a bunch of money. And they'll be like, all right, cool. You know, I grew your followers, right? Not only I started with Mighty Duck when he had like 1 million followers. I grew his page to like 7 million within like a few years. The first year we grew it up to 5 million. So I started growing all these celebrity accounts and we got up to like 79 million on all their accounts. We did 7 billion video views, 300 billion impressions. And then they'll just, you know, be really ungrateful. You know, I make them, you know, $200,000, $250,000. Some guys, we was talking, I had $150,000 for them up front. You know, because a lot of times people are like, oh, you spec from Pretty Ricky. Like nobody taking me serious. Like, so I had to come with the bag in my hand. Like, yo, I got $150,000. He didn't go with me. He went with the white man with the button up, you know, with the tie on. And he didn't go with me. And then he got robbed, you know, the company went out of business. They took his money. And then I was just like, you know what? Spec was over here the whole time. I ain't even come empty handed. I had $100,000 for this guy. One person I tried to give 100 and think, what, 75,000 up front. He told me my money wasn't good enough. He told me it wasn't enough.
It's good over here, dog.
Yeah.
I mean,
he told me
I'm hearing a lot of numbers. I was like, all right, so we got how much time I got?
Yeah, so he told me that the money wasn't even enough money. Like, he was feeling himself. And now, literally, I seen him at the Revolt Summit. He said, oh, Spec, we got to sit down. We got to, we got to
Diddy. It's too late, Diddy.
Nah, it wasn't Diddy. It wasn't
Diddy.
It wasn't Diddy. But it was somebody, you know, on that caliber. Yeah, but now they want to sit down.
No Raz beat. No.
But yeah, so long story short, I realized that I could help more individuals. I was like, why am I helping people who already don't need the help? Like, they need the help, but they don't need the help. I can help more individuals who have a brand, who have, you know, a product that's amazing, but they don't know how to get to the masses. They don't know how to brand themselves. They don't know how to do marketing. They don't know how to build a sales team. They don't know how to close a deal for $100,000 on a one call close. They don't know none of this stuff. And I understand this. So as my company was accelerating and we made one of the fastest growing companies in America with a list called the Inc. 5000. We ranked number 262 with 1,600% growth in the last 3 years. And I was like, what the hell is that? So there was like out of 18 million registered companies, they put together the top 5,000 growing companies and I ranked 262 on the list. So once I did that, I was just like, all right, I literally went crazy. Like my company just went crazy. And then Facebook changed one thing. Boom. Almost took me out of business.
Word, what's that?
They did an algorithm change. They realized how much money we was making selling ads against the traffic. Yeah. And they wanted a piece of it. They was like, oh, y'all making all this money off of us and we not getting a piece of it. So they try to figure out a way to they figured out a way to cut our water off. But I seen that, like, in business, you got to be a visionary. You got to understand what's coming 5 years, 2 years, 3 years ahead. And I knew this was happening. So I started transitioning myself and pivoting in my company because I knew that this day, doomsday, was coming. So some of my competitors making 45 million a year went out of business. A lot of them just like went flatline. But I seen it coming. So when the change made, my revenue dropped by 80% overnight. But I was preparing. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Right. So when it happened, I made the transition. But I started reading over hundreds of books. I started listening to podcasts. I started, hiring consultants, mentorship. I started doing everything I could possibly, buying online courses, everything possible to try to make that transition, because even though I was prepared, I needed to try to sustain that hit, because I have, at that time, I think I had over 25 employees and too many people was depending on me. But I didn't have anything like this, like my program, my Entrepreneur MBA program. And by the way, if you guys want to go to my free training, you can go to helpmegoviral.com and then it'll take you straight there. It's free. And I didn't have anything like that. It breaks all this stuff down. I had to go and find a coach for sales, learn how to do sales. I had to go take a training for personality, selling through personality, because the same way I was selling you is different than I would sell to her.
Right.
It's different personality types in the way that you present your sales pitch to them. And then marketing, branding, like people don't know how to grow 100,000 followers in 30 days. I can blow up a plant. I could blow up a cat.
Grumpy ficus.
You know what I'm saying? I can do whatever. So I know it's a formula that I can use, that I can teach others to do the same for themselves. So same way like Elon Musk, everything he touched turned into gold. PayPal, he Tesla, freaking SpaceX, whatever. He has a formula. In the same way in business, it's a formula. So now I basically put this curriculum together that is going to teach you all the necessary things you need to scale your business. So if I would have had this when I went like 80% drop, I wouldn't have had no pressure. I already know what to do. I got my coach Spec coaching me. I got his team coaching me. Like, I'm good. But I didn't have that. So I was like, how can I position myself in a way where I can help more people who's going to go through what I'm going through, or somebody who can prepare themselves so if they ever go through that, they at least have the tools necessary to sustain that hit.
That's crazy, because I feel like so many people, they might hear about Pretty Ricky and Spectacular and they're gonna be like, oh, you know, like you said, they ain't had a hit since whatever. Like they doing the tour because they need money from whatever. And they would have no idea that you running these like, I don't know, $1 million businesses, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, what made you even, like, why even want to do the tour? You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're so busy with everything else.
You know what? The tour is a situation for me where it's like, do I do it? Like, cause it ain't the money. Like the money, like, I mean, the money I make in a tour, like I can make in a month. You know, for one of my businesses, I have 14. But at the same time, for me, it's about my brothers. You know, I know this is a love for them. I know this is something that they cherish. And even for me, like performing on stage is really powerful for me. But after a while, the third, fourth show, it becomes a job. Yeah. You know, it goes from fun to like, I got to continuously go and do the same show. You know, I got to entertain. I got to, you know, it's like my alter ego on stage. People see me perform on stage and it's like, yo, this ain't the same Spec I just heard on that podcast. Right. Like, I got to get freaky nasty. I'm between legs. I'm stroking. I'm back flipping. I'm pumping.
Lipping.
Yeah, all that.
I can't even say it.
Yeah.
So one of the first concerts I went to was your guys' concert.
Really?
Oh, yes. All right, switch the conversation.
Yeah. What you throw on stage?
I didn't throw nothing. I was up high. We couldn't afford to be down there. I was up real high. I was like, woo. I'm not supposed to be singing at this. I had went with my friend, one of my friends, Monica. She had taken me. And we went. It was out in San Jose. So I grew up super small town. Going to San Jose was like huge. It was at the SAP Center, and I remember. And yeah, I shouldn't have been watching your videos. I shouldn't have been listening to none of your music. There was no reason. But let me tell you, when we got to college, who was it that was doing all the grinding videos? It was literally like a trio of dudes that would go and do all the grinding videos, and it was
J Smooth.
J Smooth. There we go. That is the name. J Smooth. All the J Smooth videos. You guys don't know?
Nah.
Those videos
I didn't
were
remember
like
his name. But
yes,
yeah.
J Smooth.
I basically I started something called the Grind Squad.
Okay.
And I basically recruited him, and we did videos together. Like
grinding.
No, it was literally like
you gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it.
We gotta put this thing on. We got one on
poor
YouTube.
poor quality cameras, baggy sweats, hats, do rags, and a lot of hiding of the face. And a lot of
he didn't do the baggy sweats.
Well, let me tell you, when you did the tipsy challenge, I did a video in response to it.
Did it go viral?
Nah, not my video.
I think my video is the first viral video.
I was going to say that.
But
you were definitely one of the first to utilize
and
that.
you know it's crazy because people don't know. Like some people laugh, some people say a lot of things about the video, but I made a lot of money off that video. And that was the goal of the video. I was literally home. I was like, yo, what's gonna make everybody go nuts?
Now I had it
literally.
I was like,
said literally.
So I hadn't seen, mind you, like the J Smooths was I just remember.
like, bring that back.
Oh my God. For us, again, it was practicing the dance moves and you wanted to roll. And that was like the epitome of sexy. I just always thought that the J Smooth videos were always so sexy. And then I hadn't seen your video till today.
We had to put her on.
We had to let her know.
And when you walked back, I was like, oh, somebody had walked through the door and I pushed my phone down and I thought it was you. I was like, I feel like I'm not supposed to be watching this right now.
We need to bring Speedos back for men in 2020.
But you know what the part about it was is that after we seen it, the damn song was stuck in my head. I was body rolling throughout the whole time. And I was like, what are we doing today? And your whole point was it was gonna stick. That shit was gonna have everybody talking. And it was one of those things that the song was stuck in my head. I was like, why not blue? Why you wear red? Why your hair like? Now I'm asking questions.
It's psychology.
Yeah.
But everybody don't know like what it takes to put a viral video out. It's like, all right, cool. What would make people talk? I say, all right, I gotta call people. I gotta challenge them. I gotta say, this ain't no beef. That's gonna get them to talk. If I put some sweats or some, it's normal. It's gonna be a shock factor.
Then it would have been Jay Smooth. Look at us.
Right.
Look at the conversation. They have no idea who Jay Smooth is.
Exactly. They know about the video.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, cool. What's going to be a shock factor? I can't wear pants. I got to put on
Did
some
you just
Speedos.
have those like, did you?
No, I literally went to the store
Did you
for
buy
those.
them? Oh,
yeah, I went for the store. And my girl went and picked them out. She was like, these gonna make them go crazy. All right, like, all right, cool. Let me grab those. I was like, you think so? I was like, all right. And I'm gonna act like I'm tipsy as hell.
Hilarious.
It went viral. So
It did go viral.
Yeah, we went on the tour, but it was more on monetizing my traffic at the time. And at that time, like when that video hit, I made so much money, like just off traffic that was coming to my page. When you go viral, everybody, like literally it looked like a chat room on your timeline when you go viral. And it's crazy. It was good though.
What would you say is the I don't know, what's a crazy thing that happened on tour with the Pretty Ricky boys?
Everything. Yeah.
I bet.
I could only
I bet.
imagine.
I mean, because back in the day, I feel like that was really, nowadays, like, boy bands and groups are kind of, I feel like they're coming back now. But I mean, back then it was really, really at the height of it. You know what I'm saying? Like not only like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, but also like, like Immature and Pretty Ricky B2K. Like the shit was really popping back
Prize and I, everybody had babies during that time. That's all you guys were putting out was baby making music.
Yeah, they may have been the tops in getting women because of the sexual nature of the music.
Right.
Y'all probably had girls just in the hotel room and you don't know how they got in there.
Men talking about pleasing women and putting the women first was not what we were hearing. So for everybody it was like, oh my God, they gonna do what?
Yeah.
And then your guys' music videos, see, for me, it's maybe a fangirl moment of like going back to remembering what it was like when a video would come out and then you had all the songs and it was, I wasn't in the club yet. So I was still like,
That's all you were seeing.
I wasn't out. Whatever was on BET Uncut or whatever I could get access to, that's what it felt like. It was almost like naughty to watch this video.
Hashtag Naughty Nikki.
Naughty Nikki.
It was honestly for us, I feel like they wrote so many articles on us saying we did make the baby rate go up by like 80%.
Shit.
They tried to ban us from certain countries because it was real sexual and things like that. And like when you go to those conservative countries, when we wild on stage talking about, who gonna eat the pussy, like let's eat the pussy, like when you starting to say things like that, they start looking like, yo, we can't have them here. And we was just wild, like
that was R&B NW.
We was wild. The girls, sex was a sport back then. We was doing it just to see how good we can get.
Right.
Because it was just whoever you wanted. It was once you have sexual music, and then I had an interview, and it was a girl named Shan Boutron. And she was like, "How many girls masturbated to you?" And that never even made me even think about like women probably. Wow, I never even thought about that. And when she said it to me, I was like, oh. I was like, man, ain't no girl masturbating to me. Like, I kind of like was like, and then I literally ran into somebody at a party, and she walked up to me. The first thing she said, I used to masturbate. And I was like, whoa, so it's true.
Shannon.
One, we have one.
Guess what?
Yeah. So she was like, and there's millions of others. And I was just like, wow. So it like just, I guess the whole sex appeal and the music and like like you're saying, the dancing and the hip rolling and all that, like that whole combination, I feel like it just takes women's mind to different places that the fellas get to capitalize off.
I mean, it
totally.
was different back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, now it's a lot of people talking about fucking in some R&B songs. Back then, it was like,
Tactfully.
I mean, but it's not the same impact.
right, I mean, especially back then, because I mean, look, if you even look at the heavy R&B groups back then, I mean, like, or the early ones, Boyz II Men, the most they said was "I'm gonna make love to you."
Oh, but you wanted to get married to Boyz II Men, but
Right.
you was cheating on somebody. Listening.
Chico Wanye.
You know what I'm saying?
Spectacular.
All right. Okay, I remember the towel scene. Like, the lighting in your videos were nice. You guys had really nice lighting in your music videos.
Nikki was one of the ones diddling in her room to some pretty Ricky
Not
videos.
even.
She been quiet about it
I was
the
like,
whole time.
I was like
Didn't
this.
get here.
I had said it before. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna play cool. But I was like, there has been a lot of practice baby making done to your music. Not solo, but I definitely was like, oh yeah, babe, you've seen a new video. Oh,
The solo thing was good too.
I was too. For me, at that time frame, that wasn't kind of what it was taking it to. I was in a relationship, and a lot of the guys that I were with were very much into your music as well. So when you're with a man who is very comfortable in themselves, and they are comfortable in their sexuality, and they are about doing everything in the song, it's more like, oh, that's her favorite song. What part was your favorite part? So you want me to listen and do that part. So it's like, it was almost like a manual you guys were putting out.
It really was. You know, somebody else told me during my last tour, it was a videographer there. He was like, man, y'all made it cool to eat pussy.
Hilarious.
That's for real. So we was talking about like in high school back then when it wasn't cool. If you ask a guy back then they ate pussy, they was just like, who, like, stop playing with me. I don't eat no, like.
I mean, I was always a fan.
Yeah. but that's just crazy because I never thought about that either. So I was just living my life. So as these things was happening and people talking about masturbating to me and making it cool to eat pussy, that's just who we was, right? So my dad didn't let us go out like that. We was kind of like, because we just used to get in trouble. Every time we left, we was fighting, hitting people across the head with bats and like fight, like all type of craziness. So we had to stay in the house. So the only thing he let us do was bring girls. Like we have our girlfriends stay over, our girl with an S, girlfriends stay over, and like that's all he cared about. It was like, stay home, bring your girls here, and that's it. So like that's all we knew. It was.
Hey, y'all better be fucking.
Use condoms.
Nothing else.
No, that's what he said. You better be using condoms.
Yeah, my parents told me the same shit. It was like, because I was never out there doing nothing crazy. I just always just had girls at the house. You know, just don't get no one pregnant.
He's soft. You better at least be fucking.
Guys have such a different childhood than girls. Your mom and dad are never going to be like, hey, just use protection. What the fuck? No, my dad locked me up, took away the key, and I had to sneak around, and that's why you need to get
pregnant.
I did not, Tim. Don't start that rumor. You know the internet is crazy. Never happened.
Where are you from?
I'm from Miami.
Oh, you're from Miami. Is that where all the boys are from?
Yeah.
Word. Okay. And how did the group come about? Y'all, is that like an organic thing, or were y'all put together, or like how'd that
Yeah,
go?
we all family.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like legit.
Cousins, brothers?
Brothers.
Oh, shit.
Didn't know that.
Wow, I did not know that.
You learn something new every day.
Learn something.
How did the music making process go for you guys? Like, you got all your brothers in a room and we're like, hey, let's all talk about what we've been doing tonight.
Yeah, it was always just a vibe, like just because it was second nature to us, and at that time we might have just finished doing whatever. Like we was like it was wild. It was wild. It was like even in the booth, it might have been like we was just like wow. We was just living our life back then. We had no care. My father wasn't strict like that when it came to girls and everything, so that was like second nature to us. So when it came to putting the music on, we already knew what the theme was, and we just vibed to it. It wasn't no craziness.
It's crazy how, I didn't realize how the groupie part of life really kind of it happens real like easy, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize it until like the first time I ever did like a performance in high school. Even it was like putting on the hits my senior year. I rapped some shit, and then as soon as I got off stage, this was like junior senior year of high school, a homegirl of mine was like, I want to fuck you so bad right now. I was like, is this what happens?
Bruh, you exhibit a talent. And that's it. I would walk into the club as, who's this fat dude, and walk out with some ass. You know what I'm saying? Because you can dance or some shit like that.
Right.
I think it's the adrenaline or like the excitement. You know, I think people love excitement, especially women. Women love excitement. So if you can excite them and make them feel like, damn, like women love talent too.
I was just going to say talent is attractive because what comes with it is confidence.
Yeah.
And what comes with confidence is security.
Yes.
And what most women are thinking about is, you see him on stage, and women do that too. Women do it a lot. When you think you were going to pick her, no.
They pick you.
She let you.
Yes.
She already had her eye contact. She gave you enough looks for you to glance in her way. Oh, yeah.
And you guys put yourself in positions to be chosen. And I didn't know this.
Oh.
So
wardrobe, hair,
Yes.
you got to know what you want to attract when you leave the house.
Yes.
I remember I was talking to this girl one time, and she was like, hey, just, I'm going to this J. Cole concert, and if he wants to fuck tonight, I will be down. And I was like, look, man, I understand. That's cool with me, but you better not suck no keyboardist security dick to get to J. Cole. All right?
And she was like, I'm gonna. Can't stop me if I gotta do that, because they will do that.
But to be honest, look, man, it goes the same way. Like, there's definitely been girls who I feel like I might not, like, right off the bat be like, oh, like this chick is my speed. But then I see her dance or even sing or even be funny and be like, or maybe not beatbox.
He's like, what that mouth do?
Beatbox on my dick. Yeah. But I definitely feel like I see a girl like do something special, even like a stand-up comedian, be like, she's funny, I want to fuck.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen know that it doesn't even have to be the most craziest thing. It's like you said, be funny. There's always that one spark, and once you see it, you're like, oh shit. Wow, I didn't even know I liked that or thought that I didn't even know what is that. So like dancing, I always found dancing very attractive, like a man that could dance. If you don't got rhythm, I'm just like, ooh. But you could be really good looking, but then it goes the same way. There is so quick that something you could do and just automatically be like, your shots are all gone.
Look, on the same token as finding a funny girl attractive, when you have a conversation and a girl is lame, it's like, damn, I only want to smash once
I'm
now.
still going to fuck you. I'm going to be disgusted when I'm in it, bro.
But I'm going to call you a ride immediately afterwards.
Look at you.
Uber outside.
Yeah. Uber pool, too.
Be like, why is it? You get in the car, excuse me, this is my Uber. No, bitch, it's pool.
Yeah.
Bitch, we just left from the same place. You said no yesterday.
The same place.
You didn't like me either.
From the front of the house and the back of the house. She was sleeping there for 3 hours.
Hilarious.
So what else you working on, man, besides the academy and besides the tour? Like, what should we be looking forward to from Spectacular?
I got a few exciting things coming up. I think one of the main things that I'm excited about the most is that I'm in the process of creating a company called Social Seed.
Okay.
And basically what the company is, well, even let me rewind that back. So I decided to create something that I feel like I can go deeper with the people. And right now, my whole journey is generational wealth. And in order to do that, we have to put people in position to be able to do the things that they're not able to do without certain things, right? So one of the things is investing. The average person don't know how to invest. Mm-hmm. Like if I ask you right now, a few of you guys probably don't know how the hell you invest in the stock market. You probably confused as hell. I don't know shit. How? Tell me, please.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is I decided to go and get 3 other executives. Mm-hmm. One guy had 100, staff company. Another guy makes like 600,000 every 2 weeks off of e-com sales. Another guy has a $30 million company. And and of course I have my accolades and all my great stuff. And then I basically merged everybody together and got everybody's black. So I got all black executives. Mm-hmm. And we decided to come up with this vision that we said, you know what? How could we be able to take an influencer and be able to marry the fact that you have a super fan and have the top 1% super fan be able to engage not only with them as a fan, but be able to engage with them financially. So when they release something, which we're helping them, the celebrities, release a product, the next Kylie Cosmetics, you're able to invest as a super fan and not only become a street team person for them, but be a part of the visuals, the decision making as a micro investor.
Interesting.
And all y'all head did like at the same time. Yeah. So that's really one of my game plans. And so create a program where you can actually have a company where it basically matches the celebrity up with a product. And once you match the celebrity up with a product, the second step would be to now get your top 1% fans to now engage into the product and now be able to launch that product. And now they're the accelerator, which is the seed round of funding for that product. So you automatically got 1,000 people to purchase your product. And anybody who buys a product, they're more likely to push that product because they own that product or they have an equity share in that product. So now they're pushing it to their social media. And then we'll do like different things that's going to incentivize them to push it more. We'll have a leaderboard and whoever posts this many times on social media and all that great stuff, then you actually start seeing, people on the leaderboard come up, and then they're going to actually push the product even more. So once you do that, then we raise the traditional round of funding. And then after that, we raise, $10 million. We do that with 10 influencers. We have technology involved in it. You 10x the evaluation with technology involved. You get 10 influencers, raise $10 million a piece, $1 billion company.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's super dope. And the reason my head perked up because I've heard things similar to that. So I'm listening and I'm like, but what's going to be different? Because that's what I always look for. A bunch of people going to tell you the same idea a billion times. Like, what's different? Never have I heard letting them invest and become a part of something. It's always like, oh, you can text me directly or some shit like that. And you'll get first dibs on this link. And that's as far as it goes. I think it's really dope.
Yeah. And then go ahead.
Oh, no. I've been looking into more about stocks and the market and all of that. So one of the main things that they tell you when investing into stocks is to go into brands that you know.
Exactly.
So when you said that, I was like, same formula.
Exactly.
You want to go and invest into companies that you're familiar with, because why would you invest in a company you don't know anything about? Because you're not going to have passion about a product that's going to be pushed. So you like me as a company, I want to invest into your company. I'm going to push your company's success because it equals mine.
Exactly. And that's why we're aiming for your super fans. You already indulged into this influencer night and day on social media, like and comment. Now you're going to get paid off of it. So if you was to see Kylie Cosmetics before it popped off and I was able to become an investor at that beginning stage, how would you feel right now?
Rich.
Right? Exactly. So that's one of the main things. And another problem that's in the market right now is that you have influencers with influence. But what I'll do is I'll just pay Tim, promote my shit. And, there's a bad example because he's right here next to me. But, let's just say.
I'll do it.
So let's just say if we get, whatever, King Batch to promote my shit. And then he promotes it. He get a check for it. It might be a nice, healthy check. Right. Boom. He run off. He go invest it, do what he do, whatever. But at the same time, that company now has the residual that's coming from that. They have the compound, interest that's coming from that consumer coming over, and they get to upsell them, whatever the hell they want to upsell them. And it keeps growing from that point forward. They become a lifetime customer and they have that value. But now if King Batch said, all right, fuck all y'all, not taking no more of y'all money, or I'm gonna just take it as my little tour money, right? And then be able to say, this is my bread and butter. Let me have my own product. And now let me pay influencers to promote my shit. Right. Now I can compound those customers into other products, additional products that I want to release as batch beauty product. And now you get it in the stores, Macy's, Walmart's, wherever the hell you put beauty products, Sally's, and then all of a sudden you're selling your 51% of your company for $600 million, like Kylie Jenner did. And that's where it's at. But the problem is the influencers have the influence, but they don't have the infrastructure. They don't have the business know-how, the business acumen. They don't have any of those things that's in place for their business to soar. And the people that do try, they don't have the marketing skills to scale it up to $1 million a month. My company has the ability to, as soon as we test the product out, it's already doing 100,000 before I put your face on it. So once I put your face on it, and now I'm targeting your fans, and now I'm scaling up your brand, all of a sudden it becomes a $2 million a month product. And now with the investors coming in, the micro investors, is enabling that influencer not to stress about capital at the beginning phase of launching the business. And then we bring on the traditional investors, raise $10 million, give them a couple percentages, and then we continuously scale. And then we duplicate that model for each different influencer.
That's beautiful, man.
Damn. Shark Tank all by itself.
Man, for real. Shit, let's talk more after this because I'm trying to get down.
You see, everybody perked up because we was like, all right, so I need my shit
all right,
to grow.
So let me know what we can do so we can stop doing this podcast.
I was like, I got a day job that I don't want to be in anymore. No, I like my job. Sorry.
If you're listening.
I was like,
just
I
kidding.
need health benefits. Leave me there, please.
I think I could beat you in the grind off. I'm all over off this real topic.
I got this new app. It's only grinding, right? Let me know what I gotta do, dog.
It's called Grinder. What?
Wait.
That's taken. Damn.
Y'all got any new Pretty Ricky music coming or not?
Yeah, we have a song called Body.
Okay.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Will there be any Speedos featured in 2020?
Red Speedos.
I need to switch up the color.
I retired the Speedos.
Yeah.
Because that marketing play is gone. Like everybody
I feel
done
that.
caught on. Everybody's going viral now. It's not a special thing no more.
Grumpy Speedos, dog.
Grumpy cat
Hey,
Speedos.
nah, that might be good though. That might be good.
Hey, that's on camera. You better take your credit while you can.
That might be good though.
Well, shit,
something
man.
to promote.
Where can where can people find you if they want to find you?
Yeah, so everything is I'm Spectacular from Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Trying to get on this whole TikTok thing.
Ugh, man.
But one of them damn kids took my name. So Spectacular Smith on TikTok. One of them damn kids took my Snapchat name.
Goddamn kids.
I am Spectac on Snapchat. But other than that, you can text my number 786-661-1224. If you want the text, if you want to be lazy and want to go to helpmegoviral.com, you can just text me #course to 786-661-1224 and it'll automatically send you the link for all the lazy people out there.
For sure. Well, thanks for coming through and kicking some knowledge to us, bro. We appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's it.
It's all love, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening to the No Chaser Podcast. I'm Timothy Delgado.
I'm Ricky Shuck.
And I'm Nikki Blades.
And I'm Spectac.
Yes.
I'm in this.